The Dominion of Canada, a nation that is known for its government getting pushed out of the British homeland and being sent all the way exiled to Canada just because a couple of angry workers has risen up inside of London. And today, as the Dominion of Canada, I am going to reclaim Britain and build the strongest Canada along with it. So I'm going to be showing you guys how you can reclaim Britain and how you can create the strongest Canada to make that happen. So let's play as Canada and go. So first, focus tree. Alright, so basically it's like I'm gonna be focusing on economy, navy, army, and then the Americans at warpath. And then also Quebec in flames, of course. But I'm gonna disregard the King's Speech path. Just because I don't think you really have the time to really deal with King Edward while you have some other issues to deal with. And I'm also gonna be building lots of military factories. And then I'm going to only get the trucks and disband my whole army. Just because looking at our core population, there's no way we're going to sustain an infantry army. So we have to make an army full of motorized shock troops. And basically what I'm going to do with my navy is that I'm going to group it up under one united fleet under James Franz Somerville. And then I'm going to get some faction goals. I'm going to get more countries into our faction, civilian industry, and then we're going to let the game run. And basically, and what we need to build right now is a strong entente. So basically, here's the path I'm going to go for. I'm going to go paternal autocrat just for one reason. It's going to allow me to make the people in Quebec shut up faster, plus I'll be able to suppress them faster, I think. And if I can suppress the angry Frenchies inside of Canada faster, all the better. And I'm also going to be sending help to the constitutionalists in America. Since the military junta, the people's government, and the communards are not friendly towards you at all, especially if you have a New England puppet state, like extremely not friendly. And now let's immediately get the IEDC creation. And let's begin to strengthen Canada. And I'm also not going to get the army offense expert to give me some army experience. Oh, the Mexicans are totalists. That's fun. Alright, after creating the IEDC, let's get some national employment. And then I'm also going to build some crown corporations, since I'm going to need some factories as this Canadian state. Plus, I'm also going to be making my whole army motorized shock troops, so that's why I'm researching synthetic oil experiments early, so then I could start mass building synthetic refineries. Since I'm going to be needing a lot of rubber, and I'm not going to trade my industry away for it. So also get assistance with economy. Speaking of the IEDC investments, I'm going to get it into myself and the French Republic. Since we're basically the two major powers, so we're going to need to strengthen the two major powers of the Entente. The French Republic and the Dominion of Canada. Alright, now for getting national employment. Screw totally the antivirus, and now let's get CN Rail expansion. And I'm also not going to build some more crown corporations. I'm also going to go for a concentrated industry just because we're not going to get bombed at all, just because we're on like a separate continent from where the war is, so it doesn't make sense to go dispersed at all. So yeah, and I'm not going to build some more crown corporations, just begin to industrialize Canada for the eventual reclamation of Britain. Alright, now let's get CP rail expansion. Let's create the ISAC, better construction to build some more shit, and now let's continue building crown corporations. And after creating ISAC, let's get National Research Council to get myself a research slot, along with some more crown corporations inside of Ottawa. Oh, and I forgot, I have a stacked steel deficit. Basically, guys, like, you're gonna be having a lot of problems with steel, but I'm also going to cancel my naval production, since like, that uses a shit ton of steel. Seems like I'm gonna be, like, better ships later, but just, like, not these. Ships suck. Like the definition of terrible. And I'm also going to allocate my whole industry on making trucks. And if our whole army is going to be motorized shock troops, then we have to, you know, make a lot of trucks, and then we can train a lot of shock troops. It's pretty simple. And I'm also just going to build a Crusader class destroyer. Oh, now the Moscow Accord has been established. Alright, and now the Conservatives win the elections. And I'm also not going to get economic recovery. And basically, so like, what we need to do is that we need to make it fail. So like, we have to fail the bill. It's pretty easy. So we need to go interventionism. So get the improved machine tools to scale up production. CD house civilian suggestions. And then I'm also going to get rubber processing, because if you're going to make trucks, you're going to need rubber. And I'm also not going to not empower the RCMP, and that should guarantee the bill to be shot. Alright, now it's killed, which will allow us to go for the second unionist government, eventually. It's just for the next election, we have to elect the conservatives again, and then all we need to do is just wait for the Quebecois to get mad at us. And I'm also going to rush down to get the University of Toronto. So let's found the CBC, and just begin mass industrialization of this Canada. And what I'm also going to get is that I'm going to get the sonars, because what the communards love doing is that they love convoy raiding. And if we can just get our sonars upgraded, like be able to sink all of them, and then we're going to cripple the communard fleets. And after founding the CBC, let's now get the electronics training initiative. Oh my god, look at that coup in Algiers. And now there's Henry Mordac. So Henry Mordac is here, so he's basically like the strongest like frat you could get as a French Republic. It's like authoritarian democrat is the strongest. Like it's like way stronger than the monarchy and the other goofy paths. And that's getting electronics training initiative. Let us now get the University of Toronto to get myself 5 research slots, which would be pretty helpful. Oh great, and now Quebec is in flames, so then we need to rush the second unionist government. So also get more economic assistance. I'm then going to invest inside of the Dominion of India. Basically, and here's what I'm going to do. So if the people's government wins, which they probably won't, seems like based off of this map, like, I don't really know what to like of this who's gonna win. Let's move into New England. Why not? Just move in there. Set up the provisional government or continue with the military occupation. I'm just set up the provisional government. Just get a nice puppet. Oh my god, and they also have a navy too. That's nice. Let's get New England into the IEDC and get the investment into maybe India. It's also on Alaska. And then we've also seized Puerto Rico. So Canada's greatly expanded due to American instability. So let's get the Hawaiians in. Give the West Indies Federation that random island. Get the Hawaiians into the IEDC. IEDC investment in New English state. And then now I'm going to get the second unionist government and start pressing the weak Quebecois. Alright, and also force the Panamanians to join the Entente. Alright, good. They say yes, and then they're going to join the Entente. And now let's get excavations, since I would love to, you know, get out of Canada. Let's also get Panama into IEDC. Fate of Alaska, assimilate into territory. But I'm honestly hoping that the Constitutionalists win, because I'm going to support them compared to literally everybody else. Since they hate me the least, so, like, I might as well help them. But I really need to help the Dominion of India in their campaign inside of, you know, India from, you know, communardism. And so let's stack the artillery, motorized artillery, and just begin to mass train these guys. And then continue with the consolidation campaigns. Partial mobilizations necessary. Computing would be cool. Alright, so now got unionist government. Let's begin suppression and then quelling of regionalist unrest. And I'm also going to get this guy, Hoffman, and then eventually send my military all the way into India. Since having an Entente-controlled India would be nice, honestly. So like, they might help us. Since India is actually like a very strong, like, since because like it's fractured. Where? But like the like whoever wins become insanely strong in the long term. Since like his short term guys are weak as fuck, but the long term, like India could incredibly strong. I now just like continue suppression of the angry French Canadians. And then I'm also going to lower my exports just to, you know, get resources in. Alright, now like how much I could send to Dominion of India. Alright, so I can only send 2. I'll take it. It's just that I need some more trucks, because apparently I wasn't making trucks. So, you know, so I'm going to trade for some rubber with East Asia, and then I'm going to send the divisions. I'm going to train 8 divisions. And then I'm going to flip the Eternal Autocrat by getting the second Parliament steps up, along with an Admiral. Oh, but the Dominion's really cooking right now. Oh, but don't worry, let's get our trucks in here and begin to, like, really wreck guys. Let's also motorize these guys to supply to make them faster. And then let's push south. Using trucks to shoot down these dumb communard Indians, so I'm gonna see if I can secure Ahmadabad. Alright, nice. I'm gonna follow Delhi just happened, and now I'm just like sneaking down the coast. Since I am aware that supplies dog shit here, but you know, like what I'm supposed to do is India, bro. Like what the fuck am I supposed to do? Anyway, cancel this, decommission every single ship, and let's make a cruiser. And this cruiser is gonna be a very strong cruiser. Easy battery, secondary, sonar, air control, anti-air, even more battery, secondary, more. Why do I have no naval XP? That's fun, apparently. Alright, so now we flip eternal autocrat. Let's overhaul the navy. Then I'm going to go up to limited conscription. Then I'm going to suppress the Kebeswa again. And then I'm also going to get the old admiral. I like that. Yep. Yeah, but if I get the medical expert, then I'll be able to like sharply increase my core population. So I might as well do that. So you know, let's get manpower into Canada. Also improve computing machine, and then also improve the radio, and then also improve the support weapons, and then just wait until I get enough naval XP to make the cruiser. Oh, and apparently Russia's under Savinkov, which is bad news. Bad news. Alright, now it's when we get a state of the British fleet. Since Savinkov's Russia's is pretty strong. But the Austrians went for federalism, so you know, at least gonna have some like ways to the Russian state's authority. Alright, and now let's begin even more suppression of the Kebeswa, and then I'm also going to switch to James Frown Somerville to get me some even more naval XP, along with better rubber processing. Not yet. Get the interwar artillery, and then I'm going to get my and then get trucks to blast through the Communard Indian lands. Since what we need is to crush the Indian Syndicalists here. Since if we can crush the Indian Syndicalists, all the better. So I'm gonna see if I could concentrate on indoor with the force attack planning. Now let's deal with the Admiralty. Alright. I'm gonna do a mass assault on that supply hub right there. So let's see if I could get some supply into this, you know, into of India. Oh, no, I apparently got pushed. So nice. Not great, but what can we do? And I'm also going to go for mobile warfare, just so my trucks could become incredibly strong and faster and better. Literally, okay, reinforcements were there. And I'm also not going to push straight into Kaunpur. Let's get that taken. Then I'm going to spearhead into Lucknow. Spearhead into that other tile. I'm not going to just keep on suppressing the Kebeswa. And then I'm also going to get natural resources. No, the intervention debate inside of the USA. And now let's build this very majestic cruiser. And I'm also going to trade a lot of steel with the Germans, since I'm going to need some cruisers. Since if I really want to destroy the Communard fleets, I need to build up a big, fat, sexy navy. Well, this was the definition of just like literal maneuvers. We can just like keep on contesting these and just taking like cities and points. Like we could like really like quickly since our. Alright, so let's support the constitutionalists. And now eyes to the south. Defend. Okay, and I can defend. We definitely did overextend the Communard Indians. And we definitely did like go for a huge breakthrough in their state. If I get spearhead down into Calcutta. Oh shit, and now it's like really stacked. So apparently really stacked, but don't worry, with the Dominion reinforcements, we should be able to continue pushing through this weak Communard disgrace. Alright, now to take Dhaka, and just begin to take more of Eastern India. Alright, now let's also get an S. Gun? No. Yes. And then of course some better artillery. And then it's also, now let's take Sikkim. Alright, no, but that's not where my truck is it? It's not there, but... Alright, wait for the son of a bitch to reorganize. Delete every single front line and just take land. It's literally just all about outmaneuvering the Bharatias. Alright. And what I'm also going to research is the Marines. Since getting Marines is gonna be good. Alright, and now where's my trucks? Since I'm going to spearhead east and get an encirclement. Good. Now let's get crossing the border, since I do want to intervene inside of America. Pretty sure that we already almost completely Kebeswa. Plus I also told the New Englanders no, because the last time I said yes to getting them independence, it literally ended up in disaster. Who cares if they declare war on me? I got a completely stacked army. And plus my British Indian volunteers are really having the time of their lives. Just rolling around and chilling. So I'm gonna see if I could take the supply hub, starve them actually. But we are doing pretty well. It's just with the continued suppression and all that shit. And I'm also gonna see if I can take Calcutta also. So I'm going to go for an assault on Calcutta and see if I can destroy the Bharatiya People's Republic. Come on, where's these guys? A force attack, a staff office. Shit, it's a river tile too, so that's gonna be even worse to break through. If only I can get some more support over there. Yes, and this cannot be allowed. The fact that New England's declaring independence is not allowed by me. So have fun. Fucking die. Alright, there we go, my dog left. And now let's do an incredibly minor offensive in here. Alright, so now let's get them guys Simmons and go all the way down.
Listen up.
Yeah, you idiots, like march south? Like, hello? March south? Alright, good. Alright, this offensive for now, since, you know, since the week, except, which is like with your trucks, like, completely immobilized, it's not fun trying to fight them. But don't worry, guess what, they won some battles, but they won't win the war. Apparently my trucks aren't fast, which is weird. So let's just begin, like, assaults to, like, take build protectorate. Second American Revolution is not gonna succeed this time. Not today, fuckers, not today.
Ready to move. Let's go.
Oh my god, that's why, it's because my truck's supply isn't motorized. That's why they're so slow. Since I remember, like, someone was, like, commenting that, like, your trucks are extremely slow without motorized supply. Okay, that's why they're so decent. That's why these guys are way more effective inside of combat. And I think I can suppress the Quebecois. So just begin assaults down the coast.
Keep on moving.
So I'm going to do two-pronged attack, see if I can march into Concord. Or drive into Concord. I found so. Spearhead, attack, Concord assault. And now let's get the Vanier plan. Then I'm going to get rubber, and then I'm going to build synthetic refineries. Then I'm going to open attack you guys, and go straight into Boston.
Ready, sir.
Then I'm just going to drive south into Providence.
Orders. Yes, sir. All in. Move out.
Alright, and I'm also going to see if I can drive these guys out of Buffalo.
Come on.
Let's also do an even larger assault. Let's take that land out of the way. Alright, come on, so just continue the fight down. Alright, come on, please give me Rochester, and then these guys might, like, die.
Keep on moving.
Trucks are getting, for some reason, overextended, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Listen up.
Since I'm driving too fast for my, like, trucks to, like, handle, but, alright, so we've got two-pronged attack on Buffalo. Hey, can you stop, like, just keep on wiping these guys out? Like, it's just nothing. New England literally has nothing. And they're still just trying. Oh, yep, and now there they go. Let's take all of it and make sure that another stupid government's never, like, forming again. And what I'm also going to do after, like, mobilizing, like, another ton of is I'm going to intervene in the Civil War on the side of the Constitutionalists. Since I have 20 divisions, but this Workers' Congress is looking threateningly strong. And I'm also not going to get some organic support elements.
Listen up.
But I'm just going to, like, really just, like, guard, like, a specific area. And then, like, I'm just going to be training up, like, dog shit divisions just to, like, hold off the line against the communards. And so what I'm going to need is definitely a lot of trucks. But the consulates are, they're actually able to fight the other American faction, so I do like that. But right now let's also improve the Marines. And then after training up a, like, shit ton of divisions, I'm going to declare war and make sure that they come out on top of this war. Right now it's getting organic support elements. I'm going to get some resources because I'm gonna need some oil. And guess what? I don't have oil. So I need to, of course, make oil. And also, like, building up refineries, just I need rubber deposits. So then I could make trucks without relying on imports. But I think after, like, a nice amount of mobilization of trucks and some docks should be fine. And the purpose of is just to guard the border, sit there and do nothing. While my main brigade of trucks is just going to, like, shatter the line. So it's going to be you and you, all under you, and then it's going to and then it's going Charles Howard Fultz. So it's going to be these guys here, going all the way down. Spear. The way this Canada came out, it's like, it's a pretty strong, consistently. I also got mobile infantry and mission type tactics. And then I'm also going to get some flexible organization to, guess what, make my troops faster. And I'm now going to go down and stop the Southern Syndicalists. Since I don't really feel like fighting the military administration yet. But I know it costs like 50 political power, I'm like, oh yeah, why don't you intervene in literally anybody or everybody? Like, it's just a, like, I don't want to stay in a continued war for too long, if you know what I mean. And now let's get some oil. Let's get some oil. Let's get alright, now let's get the Norwegians into IEDC. Okay, and of course the Dominion of India is fighting the Princely Federation, and of course they're losing like every single fucking time. But now let's just get some investments, help out our little allies and myself, and let's also send some to our new ally Norway. And I'm also going to use some coal. And then I think we're good. And now let's invade. Push. Let's also call in the entirety of the Entente because I feel like it. Now let's push severely and punish these guys for just straight up existing. So let's begin assaulting the communard positions, since the faster we assault them and the faster we break through, the better. And I'm also going to push into New York City. So let's push straight into New York City and cripple their surrender limits. And then I'm also going to like pull these like troops out and send them here. Apparently the military administration is so they're also kind of cooking. Need to push into communard America now. But I know that they're strongest since the people's government and the communards. While I'm just, you know, spearheading straight into Michigan, Ohio, Long Island, and alright, so just let me. Finally, New York City has been stormed, so now let's push into both pieces of land and massacre their troops. And then I'm going to continue south and, you know, start pushing out these and crush this state. Alright, now let's go north, and then I'm going to get myself some oil. So let's get Alberta oil and Saskatchewan oil. And then I'm going to eventually get some oil processing. Just like the amount of like dumb front lines. Oh wait. Let's get some military access into states so then I could, you know, create a front line. And then ensure that my troops still stay and that there isn't a front line created. Alright, so let's begin the new offensive to destroy the American communards before I intervene against MacArthur and Huey Long's failed state.
Ready, sir! Let them have it! All in! Come on! Attention! Come on! Ready to move! Orders! Ready, sir! Ready to move! Come on! Orders! Yes, sir! All in! Commands! Yes, sir! Attention!
Alright, and after when I raped the Syndicalists, let's intervene in the Civil War. Are we fucking serious? I can't even intervene in the Civil War. Let's just give everything to the Constitutionalists. And nothing happened, which is majestic. But, yo, now please intervene on you. But, okay, so like, you guys are pushing into Mexico, but, oh, wait, hold up. Oh, so if I have military access into US, then I could just rape Mexico, and I'll be forever at peace, and I'll just be chilling. So that's what I'm gonna do. Push straight down into Mexico. That's basically about it. But holy shit, do I have a lot of steel. Oh, of course. Alright, so I'll trade my entire industry away for steel to Savinkov's Russian state. Look at this United States of Greater Austria, plus Syndicalism has been expelled in Spain and also Italy. So there is a generally strong Reichspakt. Plus the Constitutionalists are pushing hard into the people's government and the military administration. Alright, and now let's immediately update the Enfield. And there's a Melbourne uprising. Oh, this went for victory for the Guard. Okay. Yeah, but now it's just completely destroying Mexico. So let's get better support weapons. Include infantry and the anti-air.
Keep your distances!
Yeah, I don't know why I have no manpower though. So, you know, I'm going to cancel focuses. I'm gonna see if there's focuses that'll get me some political power. So any focuses that'll give me political power? Not noticeable right now, so let's just wait. So then I could expand my conscription. Or just push into Mexico and just declare peace. So then the Constitutionalists can finish off MacArthur. Oh, it's just the fact that I have garrisons, bro, because I cannot give up New England, like, I'm like, get rid of New England, bro. It's gonna be like a wait, Canada. And I should have low-key just let New England become independent. Honestly, but whatever. Shouldn't have puppeted them in the first place. Come on, just let me break them. Right, come on, just let me Mexico City and that's it, bro. Come on, please. Fuck! Come on, bro. Come on, I need to win inside of Mexico City, so three-pronged attack on the city. See if we can storm this area using motorized artillery. Since I don't have manpower anymore, which is a massive problem, but apparently the military administration is winning against the Constitutionalists. Now let's get question of the general, the governor general. Alright, come on, we take that tile already. These guys got nothing.
Come on! Move out!
Alright, so, Let me set up a Mexican protectorate. So just let me set up a Mexican protectorate. So let's see if I can like reconnect like the foothold. And it's like create a new, stronger Mexico. And then let's also take their shitty navy. Boom. That's alright, nice alright, so nice Mexican friendly government. And then I'm also going to Yucatan. And then I'm also going to get my troops out of here. And send them back to and Montreal. And I'm also going to stop focus for a little bit since I need to get my conscription up to extensive because I don't have manpower and I need manpower. Now the constitutionalists are getting raped. Glorious. So now apparently, hopefully MacArthur doesn't kill me. Knowing him, he probably would. He probably would kill have the chance. Oh, but we do have a pretty strong entente. Wait. Generic focus sheet, not good. So now look at that. So now we Mexican friendly government. Alright, and now back to glorious Canada. Let's improve support weapons and get a go. Sardinia? Yes. Get the Sardinians in the entente. Look at this Russian state. Such a majestic Russian state. And thank God I'm mobilizing my core population now. So they could finally get some manpower. But the German Empire, they look like these guys have a strong faction, except, you know, I'm pretty sure that they need the Austrians and the Bulgarians in the war. Just so they could really get some shit done around here. Especially with the Austrian Empire. Yeah. Oh, look at that. Now we got Grigory Semyonov's Far Eastern Army. Alright, I don't really care about the Far Eastern. Oh my god, now there's a Kingdom of Ireland. Wow. The re-Christianization of Europe, that's crazy. Well, the Reichspakt definitely looks like they're holding themselves together around here. And I'm also going to begin to expand my shipping fleets. So now let's expand HMC Esquimalt. Wait, so where did all my cruisers go? Oh, there they are. They're chilling right there. Alright, so now let's group up the whole fleet to see what we can work with. So let's get the Cape fleets in. So let's get the other destroyer or cruiser, whatever the hell it is. But I can't believe the military administration is winning this. Nice job, geniuses. Nice job. Alright, I'm now declare war on the Union of Britain. And just hope to God that the Germans win against the Communards. Since the Reichspakt definitely looks pretty strong, but yeah, they need a little bit of Austrian help. Maybe even some Spanish help. And then also maybe a little bit of Ottoman help. But anyway, let's get our entire fleet and go and rape the Communard. Oh, wait, hold up. Military access into Ireland. Boom. I could get James Frown Somerville's fleet all the way into Ligon, so docking rights, whatever the hell that is. Send our navy over there, and then I'm also going to put convoy raiding on always engage, and then I'm going to begin to convoy raid the shit out of the English Channel. Since I'm aware that I don't have a lot of fuel, very aware, but we'll be fine. And look at that, and now the Entente's at war with the Third International. Let's get some artillery power. Oh, and I can also get all hands on deck to get me some extra manpower. Oh my god, it's a convoy. Who cares? Yo, those are our convoys. Disgraces of society. Convoy raid them back. Since they have a shit ton of ships here, so if we could just sink every single convoy here, then it's over for their fleet. Oh? Yes, cripple their destroyer fleets. Cripple the Union of Britain led by Tom Mann. Alright, now it's gonna improve oil processing, rubber, and construction. Oh, and that's another huge amount of ships of the Union of Britain killed. And I'm also not going to get preparations for war. Let's reclaim Britain, of course. Oh, and it appears that the Germans are pushing and there's a Bolshevik Russia lurking around. Oh, and the Dominican Republic joins the Entente. Alright, and now we got a couple of ships sunk over here. So definitely are sinking ships here. It's a long process to sink the navy of the Union of Britain. Since I don't think we have completely witnessed the might of the Union of Britain's fleet. But since there's no more convoys to raid, I'm just gonna go on strike force. Oh wait, convoy? Yes, destroy the Communard submarine fleet. And I'm also not going to put these guys on strike force to conserve fuel. And let's get some Imperial Conference stuff. I think I need to replenish my fuel a little. Then I want to convoy raid the English Channel. Oh? Crap, they're Irish ships. Of course we lost that battle. The Irish lost convoys, of course. Hey, Austria, can you intervene? Finally. Sink these Communard convoys. So let's get military access into... Oh, sink their ships. Alright, so I definitely won that battle with a couple of torpedo fires sunk. Oh, great, I have no oil. So let's trade it with Venezuela, my whole industry away for oil. Alright, now let's get... We need armaments. Yes, and I'll punish these convoys for sailing around the English Channel. Punish them for just existing. Oh my god, and finally, military administration has formed the new United States of America, and they hate us, so that's great. Alright, so now I'm going to get IEDC, let's get some investments, and then I'm going to further develop Saskatchewan oil. I will honestly, bro, I'm like, 60 communard convoys sunk. Jeez. That's harsh, man. That's very harsh. Please, Austria and Bulgaria, can you intervene in this? Please. Come on. I need to sink a couple of ships here. Finally, the Austrians have intervened. The United States of Greater Austria intervenes in the Second Weltkrieg. But who knows if it might be too late. Oh no. Okay, good. Okay, the Italian Republic joins the Reichspakt, so the Reichspakt is a new ally. Good, so just keep on fighting off the communards and the Russian state. Fight. Fight till the bitter end. And to repair inside inside of Oslo. So now let's begin to repair the Oslo ships. I'm now supposed to begin to get some resources into Canada. Come on, Germany. I know you can fight. You can definitely do better than this, Reichspakt. You can do way better if you just locked in. You can do way better. Then maybe if like the Spanish joins the Entente or the Reichspakt. Maybe like it doesn't matter, but I think it would overextend the communard forces a little more. So let's get some chromium. Okay, good, but the German push into communard France is continuing. Okay, and now my gonna take 3 million years to repair. So you know what? I'm going to see if I can go back to my home port inside. I'm inside of Nova Scotia. So Nova Scotia. Yeah, so Halifax. Go to Halifax. And just hope to God that we don't get a naval interaction along the way. And if we do, let's just hope that it's just some like random submarine fleet. In Austria, just lock in, please. Punch through Romania and Serbia so then we can ensure that the Reichspakt stays whole.
Ready, sir! Ready to...
So you know what's on... Alright, so you know, so like, I'm gonna send troops straight into the French Republic along with the two Sicilies, since like, I want to like send my troops here into Austria so then I know convoy raided.
Listen up!
So I'm going to begin the first trip into Henry Mordak's... Yo, hey, oh my god, use some more dockyards for reparations. Since I need to repair these ships and fast. So then I could, you know, sink some more ships. Faster, of course. Look at that. Yeah, but these light ships are severely damaged, so I'm happy that we got to repair these. But the Germans are pushing, though, which is good. I'm very excited that the Germans are pushing. Also get some even more resources into Canada. More resources. Let's make Canada a resource-filled... Oh, Spanish! Oh my god, now the Spanish joined the Entente.
Fall in!
Okay, so now we're just sneaking our way into Henry Mordak's. And I'm now going to get these guys into Communard France. Since we have... I'm just in order now, so let's see if we can finish off the Communard. Yes, the Dominion reigns in India. Yay! Good. So let's get some dockyards. Strengthen Canada. But speaking of naval reparations, we are Navy pretty fast, honestly. Look at these ships. Literal definition of fast reparations. And now let's, oh. Artillery power.
Ready to move! Ready!
Changing the guys into Marines. Oh crap, and I never made a Marine template. I'm a fucking idiot. How did I never ever make a Marine template? Peak stupidity, but anyway. Here the gloriously fuck it is. Alright. Now we're supposed to optimize that Marine doctrine. So they're... Alright, now so they're replace these guys since they're just better. And I'm also going to make some artillery and some more guns.
All in!
And then I'm going to pull these Marines out into Barcelona, since like these guys cannot in combat.
Move out!
So under Harry Maitland Wilson. What the fuck is happening here? Oh my god, it's Communard convoy raids. Alright, now speaking of my little navy. My little navy's doing pretty well. If I could, you know, alright, so now let's further concentrate our trucks here. Oh my god, it's a breakthrough. It's a legitimate breakthrough. Holy shit. Alright, so now let's begin to spread out this foothold. Come on, go, go. Stop their attack and continue. Let's go, move out. Come on, reinforce that area with more trucks and Entente divisions. Okay, but Ukraine is, like, pretty much holding on, so. Great job, Ukrainians. Great fucking job.
Listen up! Move out!
Let's see if I can get an encirclement here with lots of our Frenchmen.
Yes, sir!
Oh, cavalry expert? No, combined arms. And then offensive doctrine. Let's now get some new munitions plans. Only up to 7? What the f... Well... Oh, like, my main factor of war participation is still sitting in the sea. Alright, so now let's relocate, docking rights, so where, what's it called? Holland, yes. Then I'm gonna grade the living fuck out of the Union of Britain instead of the English Channel, while my men just chill here and shoot down a couple of communards. So just bleed these guys out. Get some encirclements here, since these guys have, like, no supply, and they're, like, starving. So let's see if I can get some breakthroughs. Boom, encirclement. I like, alright, so I like this encirclement. It's gonna be around 10 divisions. I'm gonna go to do a two-pronged attack on one tile. Just kill these communards. Kill them all. Exterminate them. Since they are nothing but little pests on our society. Alright, now let's officially get all hands on deck. Get me some more manpower. And now let's push north. This has supplies. I'm just like, now we need to like expand it inside of communard Frenchies. Seize Greenland, yes. Let's seize Greenland to piss them off. And look at that, the Empire of Canada expands. Okay, now look at that, convoy rating is back. So, like, what I'm mainly trying to do right now is just keep on attacking the communard forces, like, wherever we could. Alright, so now where are my ships at? Alright, so you know what? Alright, so in the English Channel, I'm just go convoy raid the hell out of them. I'm outside of the western approaches, since I see a lot of ships here that are insanely sinkable. Probably. Since that is literally where I'm getting all my war participation from, so I need to, you know, sink a couple more convoys, or maybe even catch a Union of Britain's Pride of the Fleet. Just the Germans, bro, like, what are you guys doing? The Entente has a foothold inside of Communard France, like, that should tell you guys something. The fact that the Communards are extremely weak, and they don't want to, like, literally fight anymore, especially inside of France. Oh, okay, so to begin pushing into even more of Communard France, so let's kill some more men and continue. Yeah, but I don't, oh my god, finally. Austria is now larger. But the fact that us, the fucking Canadians, have a foothold inside of the Communard French state just really says a lot about the dogshit military. Yo, why is there no convoys here? The actual fuck? Okay, I think convoy from the English Channel was the right move. So switching back to the English Channel was definitely the right move, and I'm still mobilizing my entire population, which is a little stupid. But if I get entire British Pride of the Fleet here, oh, I'm gonna get, I'm going racks of war participation. The Germans are pushing further, they're pushing. They are up into Communard France while I'm defending more of my own foothold. Bit of Greenland, give it to Norway. Reclaim Greater Norway. What the fuck does that mean? Alright, now let's get some self-propelled guns. Oh, naval battle? Fuck. Yeah, but we are some of their convoys, but like, come on, bro. With this, I need to like find the British for the fleet somewhere. Well, we are sinking a lot of convoys here, so one thing's for sure, we are crippling their trade fleets. Speaking of the Communards, they have incredibly unorganized divisions literally everywhere, so just using simple blitz warfare, I can kill Communard divisions and increase my war participation by a lot. Yep, but now that's an even more wipeout of their divisions, so come on. Alright, so now their navy isn't here anymore, but question, where even is their fucking navy? Alright, so they're located like all the way here. So I'm going to switch back to the western approaches. But this time, instead of convoy raiding, I'm going to do strike force. Actually, I'm actually not supposed to. Alright, so you know what? Alright, so I'm going to do convoy escort here. Actually, so I'm going to do convoy. Oh my god, if only I had a port. Alright, so you know, so go. Alright, so Britain's navy's over here. So straight down, boys, we go. Oh yeah, bro. Oh yeah, so the entire Communard navy's over here. So let's purge their ships out of the sea. Sink their submarines. Yes, sink the Communard submarines. All of them. The Communards have a strong, you know, army, but what we don't have is a strong and competent navy, which we have. Finally, bro. I am beginning to do some damage to the Communard fleets once again. Alright, so let's get Canada's munitions industry. Sink their entire fucking fleet. Oh my god, that was a massive interaction, which really spiked up our war participation. Alright, so after like raping their fleet, let's go back to the English Channel. And so what this is, it's just basically like all about like switching season, just like one raiding the front of them. Oh shit, there's a lot of like convoys inside of the approaches, so you know, so You know what? I'm going to convoy raid here. So let's go straight into the western approaches and begin, you know, fucking shitting all their fleet. Oh shit, their whole navy's in the North Sea. Oh wow, I'm amazed by that. Alright, so let's go on convoy raid. The North Sea. So to the North Sea, motherfucker. Straight to the North Sea. Before we do another grand, like, reparation scheme, I want to get another massive inside of the North Sea. So just basically anywhere where I could just, like, raid convoys and just get some victories going. Better. See, so now look at that. We sunk a couple of ships here, which means that there's a lot of ships here. We just gotta find them. See, it's a destroyer, a couple of convoys. Let's just begin besieging the Union of Britain on their own waters. Also, focus on the army while the Communard Frenchies are, you know, extremely weak, so I think I can get shit running here. Convoy raiding is working. Well, I can build a radar here. That'd be so helpful. Oh, convoy. Oh, yep. It's gonna be a nice few... Look, 15 convoys of this Union of Britain, and their war support's crippled because of the convoys. Finally, the Commune of France is dead. It's a war participation by massacring Union of Britain soldiers. See, now finally, bro, this is where our trucks are most effective. Convoy raids are continuing to absolutely cripple the Union of Britain's fleet. So now, wipe out those soldiers of the Union of Britain. Oh shit, their whole navy's over here. So it's convoy raid the shit out of the channel. So they just spotted huge shit ton of Union of Britain ships over here. So just keep on blowing their. Yep, there we go. Oh, damn, that did not go as planned. Oh my god, I got my whole entire submarine fleet sunk. Yeah, it makes sense why you guys would repair. Yep, they're submarines, so who cares? They're all submarines. They're all meaningless. Yeah, but these guys are hunting us, and hard. I gotta look at that. The Reichsmacht is beginning the new push against Boris Savinkov. I'm just... Alright, so you know, bro, so I'm gonna get guys out of send them to Nova Scotia again. Yeah, so Halifax, so get everybody to Halifax. Okay, so the Pride of the Fleet English channel. Right then. I don't think I... Yo, why is my steel deficit so... Oh my god. It's fucking terrible. I don't care, just give me steel. Give me steel, asshole. Finally. Yo, I have new ships built. Speaking of the current situation, I'm going to line up all of my trucks on the French coast, followed up with my better equipped Marines. Since now these guys are actually stacked, and plus I'm also mobilizing some more men. Let's go Spain, sink them ships. Yep, and our navy's repairing inside of Nova Scotia, since we need them ships to be repaired and fast. So then we could get out there and destroy the Communard fleet. And there isn't any better port, is there? How about I split these guys off into a new force to go repair inside of Massachusetts? Are you guys going to repair inside of Massachusetts? So repair now, glorious ships. So this will begin to repair more ships. Repair. Oh my gosh, look at that. So 18 out of 19 is basically all repairing. This is basically called dispersed repairing of ships. So then we can get some more ships repaired faster. I'm also going to get the energy company. Alright, now we're getting some new naval officers. How about we get rallying the exiles? Let's go Canada, because why the frick not? Once the reparation of these ships are continuing, and slowly but surely we will completely repair our ships, and then I'm going to send my navy back into battle with the Union of Britain. Oh, and the Entente is really pushing into Ireland, so nice job, Mordak, nice job. Nice freaking job. Henry Mordak. Nice job. Are good. I guess that's another cruiser built. And I'm also going to merge this navy back into the main fleet. See, there's no need to repair these guys. Come on, any freaking day now that my ships will be repaired. Just any day now. See, I think my entire navy is pretty strong. My navy's pretty good. And I'm also going to get Lancer. Let's make our guys stronger. And let's get within arm's reach. Because I'm eventually going to naval invade the Union of Britain. So I want to make sure that my navy is completely repaired before we begin our grand campaign against the Union of Britannia. But I think we're good now, so I'm going to station my navy inside of Brest this time. So docking rights. Brest, where's Brest? I'm a Britannia. Actually, so Kiel would work, but I wish I was just a little bit closer. No, they spawned. Oh, no, Brest, boom. So I just spotted their navy. Plus, we have killed a lot of Union of Britain troops. It turns out that they don't have that big of a military. So if we just naval invade them once, and if we just continue to cripple their navy and just continue repairing ships, then I should be able to take the entirety of Britain. But alright, so first let's sail our ships. Sail James Frown Somerville's glorious navy. And then I'm going to reorganize the navy, and then I'm going to convoy raid the living fucking shit out of the Communard fleets. Alright, now let's go. Convoy raid. Have some fun. Convoy raid. Yes, go. Repair priority medium, then always engage. Boom. Oh, naval. So navy's been spotted and nothing happened. Oh, something just happened. Nice. So now we sunk more of their light cruisers. Sink them all. Sons of Canada. I'm also going to sail out one of my heavy ships just to repair. Oh, shit. I disengage. I just get out of there. Yeah, so just continue sinking their convoys. I'm going to get Project Plow. And I'm going to line up a naval invasion of Dover. I'm going to a naval invade Portsmouth.
Yes, sir.
Operation Panther. Shit, I didn't research. But my lord and savior landing craft. No. But now I need to wait another half a century to research TS. So now I'll get firefighting builds. Improve our navy a little. Let's get the bullets. The Lithuanian Belarusian Federation. How does that happen? So these guys just like, randomly just unite, just like that? Really? Wow, that's insane. So Lithuania and Belarus unite with each other. Wow. That's pretty cool. But I'm going to see if I could crush the Union of Britain once and for all. Oh yeah, definitely get fire concentration. And then let's get line of battle, convoy escort, wolf packs. And I think we can go and put our navy on patrol. Just to really get our naval supremacy increased up here. I think we synced enough of their ships to ensure that we're gonna get naval supremacy. Sink it! Whatever. Oh, whatever. So we're building naval supremacy, so who cares? Oh no, this is gonna be a big naval interaction. Sink them all. Oh my god, we won! So we sunk the Union of Britain's heavy ships, which is really gonna spike our... Yep, there we go. We sunk more ships. And now our ships need to repair. Fuck. Hey, yeah, go and repair, everybody. Go and repair. Get out of here and repair. Holy shit, but that was a good battle, though. And you know what? I'm going to go all the way into Halifax again. So just go all the way to Halifax. Also get my other ship over there. And since our navy did a good job of sinking the enemy's heavy ship. So nice job, James Frown Somerville and your glorious command. Nice job. But now we gotta repair for another fucking half a year since our strength bars look crippled. Oh my god. Reserve fleet. Another cruiser. I like that. Genius. There's gonna be a shit ton of ships. I'm also going to do the same strat again. So we'll get these guys to repair inside of Boston too. So then we can get more ships repaired faster. But wow, I can't believe we crippled the Union of Britain's navy. Oh my god, now look at this massive Ottoman Empire. This empire is nice. I like this Ottoman Empire. This is a nice Ottoman Empire. This is what I call a nice and strong Ottoman Empire. We now contact the loyalists. But if only I could just get my navy out. But right now, all these guys are crippled, so I need to repair them before I get back out into battle. Oh, naval battle? Oh, nothing happened. Come on, just any day now. I need my navy to repair faster. Well, is there a way to make them repair faster? At all? So, is there like a research technology that can get me better repair speed? Or is it just like, not possible? Because I don't think it's possible. Oh, great. Now, Union of Britain naval invasion of Ireland. Fun. Alright, and I literally have collected 3,570 peace score from literally just people who don't participate. So let's get war propaganda. I guess because the only reason why I'm not sending my navy out is because these guys are very damaged. These guys are severely damaged. So we need to repair them and then eventually send them back out into the water. And then this time we're gonna truly finish these guys off with one last victory over the Union of Britain, and then we will call it a day. Since we already sunk their heavy ships, their destroyers, and even more of their light cruisers, so all we need to do now is just kick in the door. And I'm also going to split off the HMS Alberta from this. No, fucking no. I'm not just because I want this one ship into a different... I swear to fucking god. So I'm going to merge my fleet again. And then the ships that need to repair, like all of these guys, I'm just going to be out of here. So get out of here, repair, while the rest of my ships under James Frown Somerville is going to go back into Brest. So docking rights, Brest, boom. Since I need my ships to repair, then I'm eventually going to integrate them back into my main fleet. I'm just like, I need these guys to be completely repaired before I get them back into the glorious navy of Canada.
Bonds!
Oh my god, and I forgot landing craft is
Yes,
researched. Which means that I can extend my naval invasions a little more. Maybe even the parts of Dover. So that is basically going to be my marine operation. Oh shit. I get to sink the Patagonian convoys. So continue. Now even more ships are being repaired. So now we're about to get 3 more ships repaired along the way. Heavy ship. Alright, so now our main cruiser fleet is back. So let's go for patrol inside of the English Channel. Oh, alright, and I'm going to go for a full-on naval assault on Britain.
Yes, sir!
Oh my god, Portsmouth is storm. Let's get our trucks up there and go. So get the trucks all the way up there. So what we need to do now, we need to build momentum. Shit.
Keep on moving!
Where's my convoy? I have no convoys, what the fuck? No, bro, I need convoys now. Ah, fucking shit. I'm no... Alright, so I'm gonna cancel all trades that require convoys.
Fall in!
Last time. Oh, it failed. Get it. Alright.
Keep your distance!
Because of the fact that I have no fucking convoys, bro. Oh my god. What the hell? Oh, no, apparently the German Navy's back, so nice.
Ready!
Alright, so I'm gonna try this again, but this time, I'm going to be a little bit more tactical. So I'm gonna see if I could take Plymouth, see if I could split it off, or just wait for the Germans to naval invade. But, yo, it's already 42. I want this shit to end. So where should I naval invade next? Since the London defenses are looking strong, so you know what? I'm going to see if I can split off Plymouth from the rest of Britain. Since if I can do that, then that'll just basically be the end of the Union. Alright, nice. I got naval supremacy up here.
Ready to move!
So it is 87%. Can't believe the Germans are so focused on Savinkov, not on the Union of Britain.
Yes, sir! Mount!
So let's get the other one to hit on Plymouth. Let's also improve some weapons before we go after these guys. Let's get the Tabby scope. Maybe some better artillery and some anti-air. Just please, bro. I just want this war to end already. Oh, naval battle? Alright, now so that's the destroyer fleet sunk to get rid of the naval contesters of the English Channel. Yep, and now the Spaniards are cooking.
Attention!
Alright, so I'm gonna see if this will work. Since all of my marines are generally strong.
Ready to move!
Wait, but there's still a way for me to get more marines here. So you know what? So I'm going to see if I could also encircle Dover at the same time. So this sounds a little bit stupid, but I'm gonna convert the. Oh my god, it'll extend. Alright, so it's going to extend Special Forces cap, but for some reason, these guys are not okay. Okay, so these guys are considered Special Forces, and these guys suck. But I think I could let these guys hit on Portsmouth to distract them, right? So 3 divisions under Charles Howard Folks just to distract them. So it's gonna be a distraction naval invasion. Just to keep the Union at bay so then I can get my own troops to do some nice little shit. Oh my god, now the Reichspakt is fighting. Alright, and all I need to do is wait, and then I can end the Union of Britain, and then I can end the video. Because holy shit, this took way longer than it was supposed to, but... Oh shit. So first naval victory, second naval victory. Alright, bro. I just want to end this war, bro. I don't want to wipe out any more fucking ships. I'm too tired. I don't want to do that. Oh, I hate my life. Alright, can I trade with the United States? Why the fuck do you hate us? Yo, MacArthur, bro. Why do you hate me so much? I did nothing to you. Like, fuck. Terrible. Everything's terrible. Alright, so I'm going to tone down my production so that I can get more steel in. And then I'm also going to be massively building destroyers. Since we apparently don't have screens, so let's build some screens. Cheap detecting screens. That's all that we need right now. Cheap detectors. So let's build a couple of screening ships because that's what I need right now. Screening boys. Plus, also going to do the same thing. Split these guys off. The other navy goes to repair on the side of Boston. And then I think we'll be all right since now there's going to be 16 dockyards used to repair the new and stronger navy of Canada. Yes, since we already sunk a nice batch of British ships now. And holy crap, these guys lost men. Oh my god, they lost so much men. Yo. Yeah, so I literally got 12,000 peace score by just literally sinking ships. Just a definition of peak insanity. And I'm also going to begin to mass build dockyards along with toning down my steel trade with Siam. And then I'm also going to tone down my... Oh, oil. I forgot about oil. Let's tone this down a little bit. So then I could build some dockyards. So the mass construction of dockyards and the mass reparation of the Canadian fleet. So then we could eventually come back once again stronger and destroy the Union of Britain's fleet, or just literally naval invade them. Alright, so now let's begin to build up naval supremacy again, and then maybe even sink more ships. There really isn't a lot of ships here, but, you know, just let's sink them if it happens. Also trade steel with the United... No, fuck. Steel. I need steel because I need to build damn destroyers. I just spotted their navy. So they're skirmishing with the Spanish, but I need to do my naval invasion now, but naval supremacy isn't building fast enough. Alright, now let's get the naval bomber. Yes, that the Union of Britain just lost a random cruiser. Nice. I think it's time that we're going to begin the grand liberation of Britain. So first I'm going to split off Dover, then I'm going to take... Are you fucking kidding me? MacArthur. Fuck! Oh my god. Yo, I think MacArthur just fucked my whole run. Oh my god. My life sucks and it's terrible. Portsmouth is secured, so let's get our whole entire fucking army over here. Go, you idiots. What the fuck are you doing? Go. Let's fucking go.
Yes, sir.
Good. We got memed again. Oh my god. Alright, now we got a massive force. Why am I failing at this constantly? Oh my fucking god. Yo, and now they have... Oh my god. Yo, this is gonna be so annoying, bro. Holy shit. This is like the worst playthrough I've ever played in my fucking life. Yes. We sunk more ships. Bro, I want the war to fucking end already. I don't care about any of the ships. But nobody really looks that damaged, honestly. Not a lot of ships look like that. Like, they don't look that damaged, in my opinion. I think I need to train up some more Marines. So let's train up the regular Marines, followed up with more trucks. Holy shit, bro. So I can't let Germans naval invade for me, or so it's like, guess what, buddy? The English Channel is completely under my control. Plus, you're winning against Savinkov right now. So I don't think you can like naval invade the Union of Britain realistically on one front. Realistically, you cannot. But hopefully the Russian state ends up failing. Hopefully the Russian state ends up surrendering. Since Russia already has Moscow and I don't know that good stuff. To get the Air Force, I guess. But holy shit, though. This is some harsh... This is definitely some harsh war. See, this is one of those runs. Alright, bro. Hopefully there's a way to piece this guy out. But I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, MacArthur, just why would you do this to me? Why? I have done nothing wrong, bro. You could have just simply fucking asked for it, bro. I would have given it back, but I just held on to it because I couldn't give it back to anyone. Oh my god. Can we please like, negotiate or something? Well, if I end up capitulating, I'm gonna rage quit, bro. So hard.
Ready.
Since I've worked so hard for this Canada. Worked so hard for it. I've worked so hard to build this glorious Canada. Hopefully he'll just take his land and leave me alone. That's gonna be best case scenario. Hence, realistically, I cannot fight America. I just cannot. Oh my god, but look at this massive Entente flood of troops. Holy shit. This is a flood of troops here. To save sacred Canada. Alright, good. So we pieced them out. Alright, so everything is fine. We pieced them out. It's all good now. It's all good. Wait, how did Yucatan break away? Swear to god, I had these guys as puppets. Oh. Also, Central America went for their communard bullshit. Anyways, let's train up our Marines and send our asses flying all the way back to France. Alright, so now back to our current state. Where's my navy? So, I'm gonna start chilling here. Oh, Costa Rica? Why the fuck not? Oh, there we go. Ships are sunk. Two losers gone. We're beginning to absolutely destroy the Union of Britain's Air Force. So basically, this is going to be the stage where that we need to really consolidate ourselves here. Oh no. Hey, why are all of our ships damaged? What the hell even happened? So we probably got bombs. So let's go back into Nova Scotia. Or Halifax. And I'm also going to merge these guys back. Alright, Germany, so now here's your chance to naval invade. Even though my entire navy left.
Ready, sir.
Alright, so now we got the Marines in place again. So I want to convert these guys into the big Fat Marines. And then my policy is going to be 2 divisions hitting a port, another 2 hitting a tile next to it, and then it's just going to be like 1 division distraction in invasions. So I'm just going to begin to expand this foothold. Alright, so hopefully this works. But I need to repair my navy. Okay, and I'm also going to do the same thing here to split our navy in half. And then get this one to repair on the side of Quebec. And just so I could accelerate the reparation process inside of Canada. It's 1943. It's just basically humiliating the fact that I just can't really push the Union of Britain anymore. So I really just cannot invade them no more. I literally just can't. Oh wait, did I add anti-air onto my destroyers? Oh, I did not. Since the Union of Britain's naval bombers are becoming incredibly annoying. I still don't understand why the Germans haven't deployed their navy yet. Do you guys even have a navy? Well, you guys have 145 ships to compare to my 82 ships. So you guys have a navy. So you're literally just refusing to use it in the name of your Kaiser, Edward VIII for my glorious Canada. But speaking of my ships, they're getting repaired pretty quickly, so just continue the reparation of the Canadian Navy. Oh my god, and now there's an official Bolshevik Russia led by Nikolai Nekrasov. So they went for the Constitutional and Democratic Union. Oh, and they also destroyed the Far Eastern Army, or just forced them to integrate. Oh, and now there's finally... Oh my god, so now Turkestan is back, Khiva is back, Bukhara is back, Kazakhstan is officially back. So look at that, so Central Asia is existing again. Alright, so now finally my entire navy's repaired. Let's get our destroyers, send them stationed straight in Brest. So docking rights Brest, go. Then I'm going to do patrol, and then I'm going to naval invade, and this time actually beat the literal shit out of the Union of Britain. Since now I know what I'm doing, or at least I hope I do. Did I go to superior firepower? No. I know, so I'm just gonna keep my motorized. But I am seeing a lot of troops though, so I need to prepare. Oh my god, look at this massive Ukraine. Alright, so I think we can go now. And patrol, and now to regain naval dominance after getting bombed. There's a shit ton of naval battles. But we are punishing those little annoying ass planes rolling around. So we're punishing them, we're sinking all of them. So just continue to punish the Union of Britain's Air Force, because now for some reason they're trying to annoy me, and thank god we're sinking their naval bombers. So then our navy could have a nicer time trying to contest the Union of Britain's authority. But just please, Germany, can you naval invade them for me? I don't want to do this war anymore. I'm so tired. How the fuck are you guys... Already? What? After what? Oh, this is... Bro, oh my god. This is stupid, bro. Holy fuck. Well, how about you guys go repair in Brest? So then more ships could get repaired faster, of course. But holy crap, bro. Those ships of the Union of Britain are really not giving me a good time here. Alright, so come on. Just please repair a little bit faster, please. I want this war to end. Oh my god, and now look at the Reichsback stacking their divisions. I just saw them stacking their divisions. Compliance inside of France. Now that's new. Alright, and our repair scheme is about to... Alright, so let's just go. I'm going to go for repair priority high, but do not engage. So they don't get bombed. Alright, so I think it is time that I'm going to do the hopefully last naval invasion.
Ready?
Naval invasion time. Holy shit, they got divisions everywhere. What the fuck? Yo, they have so many divisions everywhere. But I think this is not succeeding at all, but let's see what we could do here. Well, if I could just secure a port, like Plymouth. Come on, so just let me meme them out of Plymouth. Please, come on! Let's go. Staff office. What the fuck am I able to do? What can I do? There's nothing! Can't do fucking shit! Yo, this war's a lost cause. I can't naval invade these guys. These guys have too many divisions. What the fuck? Oh my god, bro. And the Germans aren't helping at all, bro. See, they're just like, fucking sitting there like an idiot, bro. Like, and sure, we're killing their planes, but I just want this war to end. I don't want to fucking do this anymore, bro. Alright, so let's go back to fucking Halifax. No, go to Halifax, you dumb idiot. Go to Halifax. Oh. Holy shit, bro. But just, like, the amount of planes that are coming out to bomb us and the fact that the Germans have no fucking navy is insane. What am I supposed to do? Literally, just what am I supposed to do? Because it's not possible. The Union of Britain has way too much like divisions per tile. Like, they have too many divisions. Wait, what if I just hit them on Liverpool?
Yes, sir.
No, because it didn't garrison the south so much. They normally do. Convert these guys into Marines. Put these guys this time inside of Baila Atha Kilath. And just hope to God that we don't get convoy raided. And it seems like we aren't, since we already just passed the English Channel. So what if I just hit these guys instead of Liverpool? And then what if I do a second naval invasion from the south? But the south is too reinforced, so I need to do something about that. But let's repair our navy, split them off into their own respective areas. I'm gonna get this one to repair inside of Quebec.
Ready, sir. Attention. Move out. Orders. Let them have it. Listen up. Ready.
I just realized it's 1944. And being the idiot that I still haven't naval invaded fucking... like, I definitely did show you guys how to build a strong Canada. I'm just like naval invading Britain and succeeding some hard courses. Since normally in every single one of my runs, like, I just wait for the Germans to do it, but they're not doing it, so I have to wish something about that. Which, if I have my trucks reorganized, then if I repair my navy... Alright, so number, so I'm going to get the HMS Ramilles. I don't think it's here, the Ramilles. Oh, it's probably the other one. So I'm going to split this. Oh, so actually, so like, how about I just split off my whole navy, integrate the second set of destroyers. And then I'm just going to literally cancel the repair. Then we're going to repair literally all of them. So I'm basically going to repair the ships that are only damaged. And I'm not going to refit any since, like, it's the end game, bro. I'm not going to refit. See, I don't think the Union of Britain has, like, any kind of bombers inside of... So, like, I don't think those guys have, like, any kind of bombers there. So if I just repair my... Oh my god, that's a lot. Those are a lot of dockyards waiting to be repaired. So, you know, so now I'll scale it up to 23 to ensure that every single ship that's bad gets repaired. Then I'm going to get the guys who are still active. So I'll send them into Ligen. Then I'm going to get docking rights. Ligen. Where's Ligen? Okay, so Baila Atha Kilath. So now push the Union of... now let's push the Union of Failures out of here. And then eventually my navy will reintegrate itself into my other... into my navy. Into my main navy. And my main fleet, with only 2 of their capital ships, have arrived. While the rest of my navy is repairing. Which sucks, but what are you gonna do, bro? Just what are you going to do, my friend? What are you gonna do? Anyway, so, alright, so I'm gonna get a truck push in here. Follow up with the assault on Belfast. So also get the force attack assault in there, too. So, I'd say, no, so let's see if I could force these guys out of Western Ireland. Let's just purge the Union of Britain's troops out of here. So we'll get an assault right there. And I think we have these guys completely encircled. Let's just get some aid up there and just begin to push. Sons of Canada begin to push. Finally, now look at that. We're going to go to Let's also get a mass motorized assault on that area. Or we'll just build up some ships. So then I could patrol the western approaches. So then I could naval invade Britain using this guy. So it's going to be 3 divisions on Liverpool, 1 on Wrexham, 1 on that other tower, on the other tower right there. Since if I can get full security of Salfordshire, I can get the British loyalists to rise up, and then that's really gonna distract the Union of Britain. But I just need basically, so what I need right now is just a big, massive assault just to push them out and ensure that they are encircled. So let's see if this assault can work. So just full on trucks down. Is it gonna work? Or will it work? Maybe. I think it will work. Yep, boom, encirclement. It's gonna be a nice amount of troops of the Union of Britannia here. Oh my god, another division count has gotten crippled after that. Which means I think if I secure that area, where the fuck is my navy? You're not supposed to be in the English Channel, idiots! Fucking hell. No, go patrol in there. Get out of there. I'm not going to get my navy raped up there. So let's just secure the western approaches and call it a day. Boom. See, western approach is secured. Alright, now let's naval invade, I guess. Since I got nothing. Get our trucks on a fallback line to ensure that we get some shit rolling here. And then after, when I completely encircle Liverpool, we'll have a nice and strong enough foothold to push into this weak-ass union of bullshit. That's all I had to be here was just a little bit more strategic. Alright, now get your asses over there. Now! Let's go! Fucking hell! Let's go! Oh my god. We are gonna get touched. Oh, fuck. So let's see if I can get my motorized troops in there. See if they could resist the medium tanks. Wait, then if I have Liverpool, I can contact the British loyalists. Boom. Oh my god, and look at that. It's gonna be a nice amount of inconveniences in there.
Keep your distances.
Oh, fuck. I hate every single minute of this. If we have Cardiff, just logically speaking.
Ready. Go, go, go.
Alright, so we're gonna disband these marine divisions, but I'm going to get my trucks in there.
Listen up.
Since my trucks look like pretty good in here. Since I have literally an official foothold in here, so if I can just get my motorized in here, I can really start doing some damage. Except I just don't have trucks, apparently. Let's train up 11 more trucks. Alright, so now we officially have a foothold. We just gotta maintain it now. But if only I could offer military access to the Germans, but then that means that I'm going to be getting a lot of Entente reinforcements. So let's kill all of these troops of the Union of Britain. And just do last stands where necessary. Before I get a huge influx of Entente troops. Alright, come on, bro. I just need some extra trucks now. But I'm pretty sure it was those loyalists who helped me really get to this state and just resist this Union. And basically now all we need to do is just resist these guys, so we either get more Entente help, or if we just hold off to the point where we bleed them out, to the point where we could just shatter them. But we are getting Entente reinforcements, which is amazing. Oh, and of course the Indians are up against the Japanese, but alright, India. You're definitely doing your shit over here, so I like that, India. Nice job. But speaking of my foothold inside of Britain, we're looking pretty okay. Attack, 2 divisions, split off, last stand. With truck and Tesla. So all I just need to do right now is just shoot down the troops of the Union of Britain. Always shoot them down. Until I can get some more trucks or just some extra divisions, just send to the...
Yes, sir.
So let's get some more divisions, like that one little volunteer division. Train up those trucks. All right, now send those guys to the west. And now here's the hard part. Actually holding out the Union. Since I'm aware that they're going to be like, hailing their men at us to nothing. But if we can just consistently bleed them and shoot down as much of their men as we can, we'll be fine. So, alright. But for some reason, we got no supply. Which is a little odd. Since we have... Oh, but I think our port's bottlenecked. That's going to be bad. No, we got memed! Seems like this foothold won't last for long after all. And but it doesn't. Yo, but like, where's our... Of course we have no convoys! I swear to fucking God! Oh my God. Wow! This is horrible. I hate every single minute of this. Every single minute of this just makes me want to jump off a bridge, bro. Oh my God. It's fucking horrible. And the fact that we have no convoys either just makes this even worse. But at least we're like right next to a port, so I guess we have more supply, but I don't know, what is our cohesion, bro? Oh my God. Stop fucking moving around like idiots and defend. Supposed to trade some more factories for steel. Since I need these convoys. No, do not lose Cardiff. No! I swear to God, my whole entire army gets in. Oh my God. But can you... they've been memed out. Alright, so I get that last stand in. I'm gonna get the extra trucks. Please. Alright, good. So I think we got defense now. I guess now we officially have defense now. Alright, but I definitely need some more infantry and some mountaineers over there, definitely. Holy crap, bro. These guys hail their men at us. I'm amazed. I'm definitely very amazed. But if only I could offer military access to the fucking... And there goes my whole army.
Let's go.
Why? I actually thought I was gonna have a chance. I fucking don't. Is that what this is? I've never felt this shit in my life, bro. It's just the fact that the Union of Britain can just consistently hail their men without any consequence, and these useless son of a fucking bitch cannot do anything to support me, right? Like, you can't do an assisted naval invasion because your navy's so fucking ass, you God. This is why.
Come
So
on.
what should I do, bro? Literally, what? I have nothing left. My armies have been raped 30,000 times, if not more.
Orders.
It's just a naval invasion after failed naval invasion. Please, God, can you give me a fucking miracle?
Fall in. Ready, sir.
He's like, am I just like really bad at fucking Hearts of Iron 4? Or is this just simply impossible? Since I don't know what the fuck I should do anymore. Since these consistent naval invasions are just demoralizing me even more and more. Plus my trucks are running out apparently, and I have no manpower. I fucking can't anymore, bro. Just can't. Mentally, I can't, bro. Just like, why? These guys aren't even that strong. Except it's just me against them, and when it's me against them, you can't fucking win. Because literally, your victory is based off of if the Germans win. Literally. But if the Germans don't do shit, like they're doing right now with this fucking failure of a leader right here, I don't even know what to say anymore, bro. I don't even know if I want to declare this a failure or not, but I don't even know. It's not possible. You fucking can't.
Listen
Like,
up.
I don't know what I should do anymore. Buddy, like, what am I supposed to do now? I just like train more trucks and try again, or what? Wait, may I found a solution. What if I just switch my whole doctrine to be defensive based? No, I'm actually not. Actually, no, that's a dumb idea. But if only the Germans could help me, bro. If only these guys didn't just fucking sit on their asses and began to help me, this war would have turned out way more quickly. Oh, but there's a naval supremacy build-up. So the Germans? Oh. Well,
Yes, sir.
I guess this is my sign to redeem myself. After all this fucking pain that I had. I think I just witnessed a miracle. The Reichspakt has naval invaded Britain. Okay, I'll finally be able to take Britain. No. Holy shit. So happy the Germans naval invaded.
Yes, sir.
If I could get my trucks in there, I'm gonna... then there's a last minute push. So I guess God gave me an opportunity after all. It was just one that you just didn't find, if you know what I mean. Now let's get force attacks and just begin to push. Plus I also want military access into Ukraine, so then I could just create a united front and just straight up go.
Orders.
Let's push into Nottingham, secure areas like Hull. Because I think this is just like the definition of British incompetence, as us fellow Canadians call it. But, after 3 million years, we have won, basically. Alright, and my war participation is really increasing. Since I'm going to have 20% of the war score, which means that I'm going to be able to hopefully take the entire British island and make the Reichspakt shut up.
Listen up.
Since I've fought so hard for this. To just witness a crippled Britain. And just a nice and glorious reconstruction authority inside of this area. So let's see. Alright, so let's see if I can take Sheffield and call this a day. Sheffield maybe up there for the top.
Move out.
Is that a truck there? Let's take Sheffield and call this fucking run a day. So let's kill that medium tank, just kill it. And then think it's gonna be the end of the game. Serious. After so many years of pain, so many, we're here in the peace conference. So what I need to focus on right now is taking Britain. Oh, and the Germans are surprisingly respecting me. So they're respecting the fact that I want Britain, and now they're not, so fuck you. Alright, but I think we might have the entirety of Britain under our control. Hey, yeah, so we definitely have Britain. And now let's steal everybody's navy, because why not? Seems like I really care less about what happens to everybody else. I just want ships. It says Britannia will rule the waves, but with this time... Alright, so see if I could stack my score and get some land. So let me see if I can get Ile-de-France, maybe. So let's just give some lands to the... No, I'm out. So let's just give the French Republic just like 2 states. And now, I'm out, bro. But we finally done it after so much rage and suffering and my mental breakdown before that massive Reichspakt invasion. We can finally declare the return of the king to London. And I'll finally look at that. The United Kingdom has formed. Let's begin to get the Reconstruction Authority. And now look at this. The United Kingdom is born. So you know what I'm going to do now? So like I'm just gonna spend a little bit of time just like reconstructing the nation, and then I'm going to end the video. But you know, reclaim Britain and for old United Kingdom. So let the Canadians choose their own representative. Yes, have fun, buddy. These guys are now led by Ernest Matkins. Oh wow. The United Kingdom has formed officially. So let's expand the secret. I guess get the Mounties. There's also Scotland. Oh no! Apparently the Italian Republic under the Italian Republic has united. Alright, whatever. But we officially have restored a United Kingdom. So that's what I want. That is exactly what I want from this. A strong United Kingdom. And now we're here, we're strong, and we're officially back in business. I'm sure I could, like, restore the British Empire. So, honestly, I have many endgame wars with the Reichspakt, and I always know, especially regarding my skill, it ends up in me losing. But let's begin the trials. Let's also begin to pass some acts, so then I could, you know, begin to strengthen this. Alright, now Syndicalist trials begin. They all must be examples. Coroner, Fate of the Unions. Let's get the Pigo report, wherever the fuck that is. So then we could pass some more acts. I'm so happy this is done. So happy we have reclaimed Britain as Canada. But you know what? So I'm gonna end it here. I believe that we have reclaimed Britain after a painful amount of time. From basically sinking the Union of Britain's ships to repairing for like a whole ass year to back, wrecking the ships again, and then getting heavily bombed by the planes and then coming back to rip. So like it was like a whole entire repair scheme for Navy. And speaking of the Army, we failed naval invasions, I'm pretty sure 3 to 4 times. Which is a lot. But we still came out on top due to some competency by a very special man that that I would like to, after flaming him during my mental breakdown. So you know what? I'm gonna call it here. Like and subscribe. So like and if you want to see more painful content like this, and see you all next.